Hi, Christy here in my kitchen. I'm actually going to try a recipe for the first time today. So we're going to do this together and fingers crossed it works out and is amazing. I'm pretty sure it will be amazing because this comes from my friend Trish Allen. Follow her at Instagram, Spoons and Bells, that's all one word. And she is one of my go-to gals for great healthy recipes. We competed together once a long time ago, and she is one of those people who I actually really like, really down to earth. Okay, so we're gonna try this. We've got a 1/4 cup oats, and I'm gonna blend it into a powder. So this hopefully is really quick. Okay, so that looks pretty good. And then we're going to add, ooh, that's very powdery. Then we're gonna add a 1/2 cup natural peanut butter, and I bought this. So this smooth, organic, unsalted peanut butter should be really good. Don't you love opening jars for the first time? Good thing we work out. Okay, so I'm one of these weirdos. I like to drain off some of my oil rather than stir it in because that cuts back on some of the fat. So you can't go wrong with that, right? So 1/2 cup. Sometimes, you know how your phone just kind of shuts off, especially when I'm looking at it. It's a photo. I do screenshots whenever I see a recipe I like. So hopefully you do the same thing. I am even such a cheapskate. I will be in the grocery store looking at like a clean eating magazine or healthy crock pot recipes, and I'm in the aisle just taking pictures. Don't mind me. I don't want to spend 10 bucks for the whole magazine. I just want the recipes that I like. So this is a 1/2 cup of peanut butter. I can tell already with the oats and the peanut butter that this is going to be freaking awesome. And because I'm the cook, I get to lick. My honey I'm using is Andrew's local honey. And this was made right in Norwalk. So it is not a lie when it says local. That's like 20 minutes away. So I'm going to do 2 tablespoons. Holy honey! And I'm making a huge mess. Honey and peanut butter are tricky to work with, I think, when you're measuring, because they're just so gooey and sticky. So let's blend this up. We'll just do a gentle, oh, that's already pretty much blended. Okay, so you want to pat it down some so the flour gets back in, and then blend. I think that looks pretty good. This didn't make a lot, but that's okay. Okay, so now we have the fun part of rolling these into balls. Don't you love me teaching you how to do something and I'm doing it for the first time as well? We're just learning together. I have a feeling I'm going to have to edit out a lot of this little mini cooking show, but that's okay. I'm going to use a small cookie sheet to roll out my balls. That does not sound good.
You're editing this out, right?
I will leave some of the jokes. And I'm going to make it into 6 smaller balls. So, okay, so now my sound goes funky, but I'm going to roll all the dough into the balls. This was pretty easy. Once I had 7, she said 6, but I made 7, I stuck them in the freezer to harden. While those hardened, I had some 60% dark chocolate Ghirardelli chocolate chips, and you do a 1/3 cup of those, and then a couple big whopping spoonfuls of coconut oil. Yummy! The best part is you can rub that coconut oil into your hands when you're done. Then heat that up for like a minute, and then stir. And if you feel like you need more chocolate chips, add some more. Mine seemed a little bit too liquidy. And then take a bite. Heat it up a little bit longer, and while it cooks, do some squats. Yeah, baby. Now take it out, stir some more, stir, stir, stir. This might take a little while. I cut out a good full minute of stirring. And now you're going to pull the dough balls out of the freezer, dip them into the chocolate. This is the yummy, messy part. I had extra chocolate, so I took some strawberries out of my fridge and dipped strawberries with the remainder of the chocolate. And then, once I'd finished all of them, I put them back into the freezer to harden. And I would say you could store them in the fridge, but we ate them all immediately. Thanks for this great recipe, and thanks for joining me. Real Fit for Real Life.